Hey y'all, cheers, happy Sunday. Okay, first I gotta apologize for last weekend. I actually attempted to cook and it was a completely total fail. And that was because Saturday night, me and Terry went out with my sister and a friend of ours, and we drank for 10 hours. And so Sunday I was rough.
You've been rough all week.
Yeah, I was rough all week. But I'm back now. Episode 3, cooking from a cookbook. Now this one I'm really skeptical about, even more so than the first one with the roast. This is a recipe called baked chicken and onions. And so I need 3 pounds of chicken. I got 4.5 here, but I think if I take 3 thighs out, this is going to give me right at 3 pounds. I'm using thighs because it said chicken parts. And Terry hates thighs. They're my favorite. But she loves onions. It calls for 6 onions. I only got 5, but 2 of them are some pretty honker-ass onions. And I need 1/2 cup of chopped parsley. And then I'm going to need 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger. And 1/2 teaspoon of marjoram. And my God, that's almost, that bottle there, it cost me almost as much as 30 cheap beers. That's some expensive shit there. And then I need a teaspoon of salt. And 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. And a teaspoon of paprika. And all I got is my smoked, hot or sweet. And I'm not going to put the hot in here. So I'm going to use my sweet paprika. I need 1/2 cup of chopped parsley and a cup of water. Now the first thing I'm skeptical about is the amount of seasonings. That's not very much. 1/2 teaspoon and 1/2 teaspoon and a teaspoon. That's for a lot of damn chicken. I don't know. It doesn't call to brown the chicken first. And I'm afraid if I brown the chicken after I put the seasonings on it, I don't know how it's going to affect the marjoram, so I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to follow the recipe. And I'm supposed to put half the onions in a pan, mix all the other junk, or mix the spices together, cover the chicken in it, put the chicken on there, and put the rest of the onions and parsley and junk and a cup of water. Stick it in the oven at 300 degrees for 2 hours. Tightly covered. So let me get my onions and my parsley cleaned up and cut up, and we'll be back in a minute. So, cheers. I told you I was skeptical about this recipe. As I'm going through it here, it tells me I need 1/2 cup of chopped parsley. But then when you read the recipe, it doesn't mention it at all. And so I'm just going to wait, and when the chicken's done, I'm going to cut the parsley up and use it as a garnish, because I really don't want to cook parsley for 2 hours. I don't know, that's just me. So now I got I had to butter. It says use a baking dish, and I don't have a baking dish big enough. So I buttered my stainless steel. I'll put half the onions in there. That's a shitload of onions, I know that.
Oh, that ain't. It's got to be good. It's got a lot of onions.
Yeah, I mean this many onions, I could make French onion soup. But we'll see what happens. We got half our onions in there. I'm going to say that's half. And that's about 3 pounds of chicken thighs there. But this is all the rub that I got. Seasoning mix. Smells good, but it just don't look like there's enough on there to me. So I was supposed to rub this around all the chicken. So, until Keith's in the kitchen, we'll make a little noise. Well, there's more in there than I thought there'd be. So just toss this around. Maybe there isn't enough seasoning, I don't know. It all looks like it's got some on it. So now we just lay this on there. Then I got to put the rest of my onions on there. I mean, what's not to like? Chicken thighs and onions, I mean, hell.
Lots of onions.
Yeah, me and Terry think onions is God's gift to us.
Oh, I'll eat an onion any way you give it to me.
I'm telling you.
You won't. You won't eat an onion.
I don't like onion rings. I don't like deep fried onions. Now I got a cup of water. Pour on here. I'm going to wrap this tightly with some foil. Stick it in a 300-degree oven for 2 hours. It's 11:20, so we'll be back about
120.
120 or so. So, be back in a couple hours. Okay, this been in the oven for 2 hours. After 45 minutes, I started smelling it, and it really smells good. So, we're going to unwrap it here. I'm trying to do this without burning my finger. I just pour it out of the oven. Get off of there. I would have thought the onions would have cooked a little more, but we'll see. That's what it looks like. So right now I'm just going to put this parsley on top, and I'm going to let this sit here for about 15 minutes and cool off.
You going to check your chicken, see if it's done?
No, I know the chicken's done. Chicken been in the oven for 2 hours. If it ain't done, then we'll get chicken poisoning and die. So, let that set for about 15 minutes and we'll come back and make us a plate and see what we got. Be back in a few. Okay, that's what I ended up with. Here's my chicken and onions. I made a little, almost a rice pilaf deal. I don't know. So, let me give this a try. Tara's been eating. She said she thinks it needs something. So, I'll taste it. See what this chicken tastes like. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. That's real good. I told her the only thing I thought it needed was like the last 10 minutes, take the foil off and turn the broiler on to get some color on the onions.
Well, you must like it.
Yeah, that chicken's good. I can do this. So, that's what I did today, y'all. Real simple. Not a lot of stuff involved. Man, I'm beginning to like these stupid recipes in these books. That's really good chicken though, man. I'm not kidding.
And you don't like chicken.
Only thighs. But no, that's good. I like that. Okay. I gotta watch a race now. So that's what I did today. Baked chicken and onions. Y'all try this. This is good. If you like chicken, if you like onions. Well, then say, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you next time.